Hi, Sandi Maki here with a little bit of heavy breathing just before midnight. I'm here with the second story submitted by one of our Insights members about her experiences in the Mastermind group. Consumed. There was no better word to describe my life but consumed. I was pretty good at hiding it, covering it up. All outward appearances seemed calm, easygoing, together, but I was in denial. I had so many unresolved emotions both in my personal life as well as in my business. I stopped feeling. I was exhausted and depleted with a range of negative emotions. My bucket didn't just have leaks in it, there were gaping holes that fear and anger, feelings of inadequacy and loneliness came pouring out. I needed to reevaluate what was most important to me, and I needed a connection with people, both those who were in the same boat as me and those who could bail me out. Insight's Mastermind group was my lifesaver. They helped me set down the baggage, not just my own, but other people's baggage that was affecting me, to look at life through new filters, from a different perspective. I was living with and engaging with negative people. I had to ask myself, am I negative? I didn't like the answer. Unfortunately, I found that I spent more mental energy beating myself up instead of just being myself, and this was going on for such a long time. Why did I resist change? What was holding me back? I was living more in the past than the present or the future. My mastermind group showed me that my emotional importance was becoming truth and was holding me back, that my weakness and habits were locking out the opportunities. It was my perception of reality that I had to deal with. It wasn't the economy, the news, my parents, my husband, or anything else. My biggest limitation was believing that I deserved a better life. I was running and chasing, but I couldn't catch what I was after, dwelling on the having where I should have been dwelling on the being. I didn't like who I was, phlegmatic and melancholy. To me, this only meant slow to act and feeling alone. In fact, Insight showed me how to bring out the strengths of my personality, that I was a calm, stoic, and thoughtful influence. As I said, I was living in the past, but I learned that the past is not set in concrete, and that I have the ability to change my own past, that the bad news that I was harboring had no return on its investment. But you know, the word consumed doesn't have to have a negative connotation. It has other meanings. Inspired, enthusiastic, devoted. By sharing my thoughts and views with my fellow masterminders, problems were reframed into opportunities, and my past suddenly was a point of reference and not a point of residence. So many testimonials are written once someone has hit bottom, but I'm breaking that mold and am rising to the top. It's not easy. There's no magic bullet or special Kool-Aid to drink, and it's being in the moment and just keeping the junk out of my head. I'm editing my story, rethinking the past, and challenging all my beliefs. My emotions are what got me into this mess, and now I'm working on identifying, then appreciating my emotions. If I can't change them, then I should gain knowledge from them. Let my emotions empower me. It's very exciting. It means growth. Gratitude is number one, and through appreciation, I have developed curiosity, excitement, passion, vitality, and much more. Life is not about surviving, but thriving. Clouds of possibilities hang over me, and I have broken out of my typecast. It's all about surrounding yourself with people that make you feel better about yourself, and then you will become what you associate yourself with. People want commonality. We want relationships. They are there to help me identify opportunities, to share in my successes, and to celebrate my failures. They have taught me to take ownership and not let what others say about me, good or bad, affect me. I thank God for people who are ahead of their time. I am surrounded by them in my mastermind group. I'm getting help for my business and having a lot of fun with some really cool friends at the same time. What could be better? Now, speaking of business, I have stepped out of the competitive world and into the creative world. I don't work for a living, I create for a life. Through Insights and the Mastermind group, I have learned not to chase money, but to attract it, and to see the world from a sense of abundance. We don't always get what we want, but we always get what we expect, so look to the edge and see the possibilities. I have been taught to question everything. By asking the questions, you'll get more answers. What is happiness? What is bliss? What makes me exceptional? Am I price-worthy? Memorable? Why do people care about me, and why do they do business with me? What do people hear when I speak? Who am I? Where am I going? And how do I get there? What is success? What is my story? People love a good story. What makes my heart sing? What have I done that people said couldn't be done? Do I want it bad enough? The questions are always there. Sometimes you just can't see them. You need to consider a business slowdown as an opportunity. When the economy tanked in 2008, Insights taught me the basics of social media, blogging, Facebook, LinkedIn, and more, through their signature tic-tac-toe organic marketing method. These were invaluable tools, ones that no business, big or small, should ignore. Through these methods, there is huge potential for business growth. Or should I say, there is potential for huge business growth. But more than this, they have given me permission to play, to find out what is different about me. I am prepared, impeccable, and always do my best with my craft, ready to let it happen. The bonus, people find me whether they are looking for me or not. You see, it's not about me, it's about my clients, and I want them to feel as important as my work. So the emotional as well as the physical aspects, that's what people are buying. I am a rock star to my clients, and fame to me means that I am known within the circles that matter to me. It's all in telling the story. I have a story to tell, not a product to sell. What is your story? In the end, true wealth does not come from a career. Wealth is what you have left if you lost all your money. Don't wish for money. Ask for relationships, lifestyles, and the essence of what you want, and then the money will flow. I am who I am for no reason other than myself. I am not my outcome. Yet, I do matter. The first time that I read this submission, I was absolutely blown away. And I did have a sense of this person's thankfulness and gratefulness for the mastermind group. But I didn't have it from the beginning when she first started participating. I didn't find out until probably a year after, at least, she had been coming to the meetings. I remember sitting in my office in Insights 2 one afternoon, and this gift was given to me when she came into my office, and we started chatting, and she said, I have to share something with you. You don't realize just how much being a part of this group has changed my life. She mentioned being depressed and sad and not having a positive outlook, and how coming to the weekly meetings of this positive mind-sharing experience helped draw her up and out of the place that she found herself in. And I don't know that she knew that she needed to get out, but I know that she saw and was able to lift herself out. And I have to admit, when I was told this, I was stunned. I had no idea, because all outward appearances were well put together and perfect in a lot of ways. And she wasn't letting people see under the surface. And she does a little bit now, but she still guards a lot of things and keeps them close to home. In that moment, with one person telling me that it made a difference, every day that I might have ever felt a challenge in that experience of holding groups together and managing people, in that moment it was all worth it. I think when we set out to change the world, and I don't know if anyone else has ever done that, but I think we all secretly harbor some desire inside of ourselves to change the world, make it a better place. If one person is able to convey to us that we helped make that happen, I think we've accomplished more than we've ever dreamt possible. And in that day, in my office, I was given the gift of making every day that I had felt responsible, felt pressure, felt the need to put something together so that people could have a good experience, not knowing whether or not they would. In that one moment, every heartbreaking, struggling moment for me was lifted, because I knew that in one person's life, I had been a part of something that did make a difference. And feeling that way and being able to realize that is one of the greatest feelings in this whole world. It's euphoric and blissful and sorrowful and profound all at the same time. So thank you, Susan, for sharing that with me. Because as much as you say that perhaps insights changed your life, you've changed mine. And I appreciate you for that.